keeper of echoes of stories through time and realities.
Some of you have heard me speak of a sword that refused kings, a blade that would not answer ambition, nor bow to crowns. Tonight, I will tell you what happened after the sword learned how to call. Shaul, the Exile, had already lost everything. Everything worth naming. And later refused to rule over the community he saved, despite their insistence. No throne, no banner, and nowhere he truly called home. Exile teaches a person a rare skill. Listening without expectation. That is when the sword began to speak. The sword did not point. It pulled. Dreams of cold starlight haunted his night. Pressure behind his ribs nagged at him in the day. A pull in a direction that did not exist on any local planetary map. The sword wanted something. Or someone. Shaul followed the call off-world, to a station built where trade routes argued. Very old alloy bones framing the modular station. Stepping off the shuttle, he saw flickering neon wards, rugged dockhands of many species in all shapes and sizes, who didn't ask questions. He asked for transport. The station laughed back. Eventually, all roads led to a tavern. Geralt's pub was loud in the rowdiest way. The floors were sticky where they weren't covered in the shell of a local nut. Known for its brevelizing beer, not wisdom. But that's where the sword pulled hardest. Toward a table in the back. Cowboy sat with his boots up, pretending not to watch the room. Samurai watched everything from inside the blade. Samurai was bound to his katana and was transported into a pocket dimension inside of the sword when we last heard about it. Not imprisoned, anchored. Cowboy carries the katana willingly for his friend. They were not looking for Shaul, but the sword was looking for them. When Shaul stepped closer, the two swords sang. Not loudly, in conjunction and correctly. A resonance of old oaths talking, waking. Samurai recognized the Exile's blade, not from sight, but from vibratory feeling. A familiar voice, a familiar pulse. That sword listens, Samurai said to himself. And it's afraid. In an alleyway behind the pub, they made the attempt to draw Samurai out of the katana. Energy condensed around both blades in a radiant dance. A form coalesced, a silhouette in front of a cascade of light. A human shape of discipline and restraint. And something else came with him. The daimon. The daimon was not evil. It was power without a listener. Only its outline had any opacity. Gravity warping energy weaved in and out of its frame. Nearby neon light shattered. The disturbance emptied the pub fast. It had powered the blade for centuries. And it did not want to be controlled again. Cowboy used specialized ammo in his modified revolver to ground the daimon. Samurai, katana in hand, shaping intent with meditation. Shao began speaking, not commands, but consent. You are not owned, Shao said, but you are needed. The daimon hesitated. That was enough. They did not force it back into the katana. They invited it. The blade drank in a swirl of light and shadows. Samurai stepped back and bowed his head to the sword, then sheathed it. Balance was restored. The sword did not glow. It settled. Then Shao's sword, the sword that refused kings, pulled again. Stronger. In a direction beyond the station, beyond the charts, towards something unfinished. Cowboy sighed. Samurai smiled. Power that refuses kings does not refuse purpose. It refuses shortcuts. Their journey was not over, but this echo was complete.